Okay, so I believe I am live. Hopefully something will happen to let me know. Here we go. Yes, seems like we are. I tell you what, I have uploaded over 2,200 videos. This is the scariest thing ever. I have no idea if anyone's there, but let's get on with it. Nick speaking, and welcome to this live show. And if you're new to the channel and you would like to keep up to date with the Wonders of Warhammer 40k, then please subscribe and hit the bell button so you don't miss an upload. And remember, I upload on a Monday, Thursday, and Saturday every week. Right, at least I didn't mess up that bit. Okay, so I have the chat box open. There seems to be 4 people watching, so if you are watching, if you could let me know that everything is working okay in the chat box, that'd be great. I know there's a bit of a lag there. So at this moment in time, obviously this is my first live feed. I'm just using my laptop. If this is successful, if I enjoy it, then I might invest in something better, probably a HD webcam or something, just to improve things. But for now, this will do. Hello, we have somebody talking to me. Yes, everything is okay. Excellent. That's great. Okay, so first of all, I just want to do a little shout out to my Facebook group. That's the Wargamers Unification Facebook group. If you are on Facebook and you're not a member, come and join us. Just search IDICBeer 40k Wargamers Unification group. Come and join us. I'd love to have you there. It's an awesome place. We've got over 1,000 members sharing all hobby stuff and YouTube stuff as well. It's like a mixture. But it's an awesome place to find new wargaming YouTube channels as well. So definitely check it out. A little bit of a shout there. Hello, Spiky Dude and Ikari Shadow PvP. Right, I've got a little list here. I'm just going to run through, just have a little chit chat first of all, and then we'll get on to the actual channel update. Sup, Warzone 40 Morlock 40k battles. James Isted. I'm going to butcher everyone's name. You. Okay, so Google Plus. Do you remember when Google Plus came out? All the aggro, everybody hated it, forced upon us. And then we get used to it. Personally, I actually used it quite often. Every time I uploaded a video, I always shared it everywhere on Google Plus. And of course, now it's going. I had my Terrain Square competition page on the Google Plus page. I had my Get It Painted page, but all gone. Bit of a shame, really, but I suppose that happens. That's YouTube for you or Google for you, always changing stuff. Hello, Mythos and Sergeant Shamrock. Wow, loads of people. Evening, Cujo Painting. Another big change happening. I don't know if you know, but Twitter, auto share on Twitter. This really annoys me. So every time you press the like button, if you've got auto share, it automatically shares onto Twitter. Fantastic. Now you have to manually go in and actually share it to Twitter. It's about 3 or 4 clicks. It has to open up a different page to do it, and it's not good. I like sharing the videos that I watch, try and get attention to them. And now it's really awkward and difficult. I still do it. Sometimes I forget. And if I'm on my phone watching the videos, I can't do it because I haven't got my phone connected to Twitter, share or something. Yeah, useful features, just keep going. I mean, the Twitter one, I mean, I've got a little personal goal on Twitter. I'm trying to get to 100,000 tweets. I think I'm on 87,000 at the moment. This has just made it more difficult. It's going to be a lot more hard work to get to 100,000 tweets. I don't actually go on Twitter though, by the way. I only really share stuff on there. Excuse me, edit that bit out. I find it. I don't find it that useful, Twitter, really, to be fair. If you're on it and you have the page open, you get so many sort of random um, notifications coming up. But it is good for sharing your stuff. Yes. Orcs 5, Necron 0. What? Okay, so we seem to be going quite strong. 27 people watching. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. So let's get on with a channel update. So first of all, my mum. So in the last couple of channel updates, I've been talking about my mum having a knee replacement operation. It has now happened. She went in, I think it was the 23rd. She went in on a Thursday. She had an appointment at 7 o'clock in the morning, and she had her operation at 4:15 in the afternoon. So a bit of a long wait. She was last on the list. However, on the Saturday, she was able to go home. I was working on Saturday, and it was end of year stock take. So I was working till 10 o'clock, so I couldn't pick her up. So I picked her up on the Sunday home. My biggest fear was the stairs because she has a toilet upstairs in her house. I did offer for her to come and live with me. I said I'd bring one of the beds down. You can sort of basically just stay downstairs. I've got a downstairs toilet. But she's determined she wanted to go home, and the stairs was the biggest thing. But amazingly, she, on crutches, got up and down the stairs quite easily. Pretty impressive, actually, to be fair. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, it seems to be going all well. She's got 30 staples, big scar, swelling, bruising, but she's walking around. She even went out last night to the theatre to see a show. So that's good. I'm really, really happy with that. I thought it was going to be a lot worse than it is. However, she can't drive for 6 weeks, which is a bit of a problem for me because she picks my daughter up from school twice a week. Well, not school, from school, which means I've got to put her into after school childcare, which finishes at 5:30, and I finish work at 5:30, and it takes me an hour to get home. So at the moment, for 6 weeks, I've got to leave work an hour early twice a week, which I am the manager there, so it's not too much of a problem, but I don't like doing it. But yeah, the operation, everything was all good, which was great. Okay, next up, I'm going to have a chat about my car. So, paint a little picture for you. This actually was, to be fair, I think this happened in January, but there's a longer story to it. So in January, I was driving home from my mum's house to my house. The journey is about 1 to 2 miles. It's very, very close. It was snowing. I had Necron go with me. I was driving home, got about halfway, and my CD player stopped working. It was really odd. There was no sound, but it was playing. I thought, what's going on? And all of a sudden, it flashed at me. It was like the Twilight Zone. Started flashing and then just died. I thought, that is really odd. What is going on? Driving along, it's snowing. Got the windscreen wipers going. And then my lights go out. It was at night time. Thought, my God, what's going on? My lights have gone. Thought, oh my God, just get home, get home. So I put the hazard lights on, sort of flashing away. I thought, right, it's only half a mile to get home. Come on, you can do it. So I was driving along with the hazard lights on, and then the hazard lights died. I'm driving along in the dark, in the snow, at night time. I'm thinking, Nick, pull over, pull over. Then I'm also thinking, get home, get home. And as I'm driving along, my windscreen wipers start to slow down. So I'm in the snow, it's heavy snow, and my windscreen wipers, they go and go. Thought, Nick, pull over, pull over. So I find this gap. Luckily, it was 2 gaps. I forgot to say my steering went all stiff as well. So I assume that's the power steering went off. And luckily, I didn't have to reverse or anything. I could just literally drive into this thing. turned the engine off, couldn't start it, car broke down in the snow with Necron Girl. It turns out it was the alternator. So that was quite an expensive bill. I had to get the car towed to the garage and all the rest of it. So there, that happened. And then, on the day that I took my mum to the hospital, my car was vandaled. I had the wing mirror kicked or whatever, broken, basically. It's like snapped off. It's quite a lot. There was a lot of damage. It was like hanging down on the wire, and yeah, I had to take my mum to the hospital that day. And then on the day that I had to pick my mum up from hospital, the vandals came back and ripped the whole wing mirror off of the car and dented the door, or the car doors dented. I've since found out that it wasn't just my car, it was in the surrounding area. Apparently 3 youths, we don't know who they are, but went around, I think it was over 100 cars that had their wing mirrors kicked off. So that's going in for repair on Wednesday, so there's another bill. And then at the end of March, I've got my MOT and service coming up. So I've got a lot of expense for the car. Not good. Wow, loads of comments, guys. Thank you. Car failed the RP roll. It certainly did. It certainly did. So that was my car. Then it was my daughter's 18th birthday. Can you believe it? 18. Obviously not Necron Girl. She is only 10. But my eldest daughter, 18. She's actually now older than when I met her mother, my first ex-wife. So yeah, she was 17 when I met her, and now my daughter's 18, and I feel old. But she's a lovely, lovely daughter. Couldn't ask for a better one, and she really helps me out as well, looking after Necron Girl. So yeah, 18. Yeah, it's quite good actually. We went out for a meal. Me, Necron Girl, and then my daughter, my son, and their mum, and then some grandparents and stuff. So yeah, it's good. Happy birthday, thank you, Michael. Okay, next, subs feed. This is my subs feed. So all of this happening, obviously the car, my mum, my daughter's celebrations. I am way behind on my sub feed. I think I'm about 2 to 3 days behind, and it only gets worse. Not looking forward to Monday coming round, because Monday's when everyone uploads videos. I'm trying to catch up. I will catch up, but it does take time, doesn't it? So if I haven't watched any of your videos, commented on them, sorry about that, especially if you put up a terrain square video. I will get to them. I'm just a bit behind on the subs feed. What part of the alternator was not working? I have no idea. All I know, it was the alternator. I have nothing to do with cars. All I need a car to do is get me from A to B. I don't care what it looks like, the colour, model, make, A, B, cheap to run. That's all I care about. Life happens. Yeah, it does indeed. So what's next? Battle reports. So yeah, the first game I played this year, and actually for quite some time, was that one against Richard. Really enjoyed it. The Necron Catan. So if you haven't seen it, the back rep is up. Great game. I feel that the actual battle report wasn't my best, but I think I was just a bit rusty. So I hadn't recorded a report for about 6 weeks, and I know I had the dice tray in the wrong place. I had the dice tray sort of this end of the table, but actually the action was the other end. You couldn't really see too much. I think I should have stood in a different position. But recording battle reports is really hard. It's got to be one of the hardest things to do, to get them good, and also trying to get my format done. I think I've got my format right. Basically, doing the dice rolls for the first turn, possibly the second turn as well, depending on what happens. But for the first turn, doing all the dice rolls and then changing up to end of turn recaps, making the battle reports between half an hour to an hour. I think it's about right. It suits me. It's easier to edit because it takes me a long time to edit the first 2 turns or 1 turn, depending on how many dice rolls I'm doing. And then once those are out of the way, my editing sort of speeds up with the rest of the report. So it's good from that point of view. It's less pressure when you're playing the game to record all the dice rolls. So once the first turns are over, you can then relax and play the game a bit more. And I think it's something different that not many people are doing. You're finding either short form battle reports or just every single dice roll. I'm trying to get that happy medium. But as I said, I don't think it was my best recorded one, but it was fun and I did enjoy it. However, I have played another game. Actually, I played it. What day is it today? Saturday. I played it last night. My buddy is back with his Blood Angels. I have recorded it. I didn't do any dice rolling. It was a bit of a off-the-cuff game. I had to amend an army list, which I had because we played 1,500 points. I took a 2K list and just quickly amended it. We threw in the open war cards to play because we thought that would be just fun, quick and easy. And I've recorded the game. So that report should be up, I believe, next Saturday. Just got to edit it. Okay, kind of hope the Nightbringer and the Deceiver survive, but damn wolves need to kill it right away. Yes, yeah. If I'd been interested if I had first turn and got those more powers off right at the beginning. Was it the Demon Primarch, Lehman Russ in the box on my desk? You will find out later. You will find out later. Okay, so we're still in the channel update. I've got one more thing in this bit, and then we're going to a hobby update. So, merchandise. So you may have noticed that I no longer have my merchandise shelf below my videos. There's a reason for that is when I set it up, I didn't really have a clue what I was doing, so I just put in the prices, the recommended prices that are on the Teespring. What's it called? Tea Tree. Anyway, the company that I'm using. So I just went in and I was more keen about doing the design. So I got the designs done, and then once it was all authorized, I put the shelf live, and then I thought, damn, these things are expensive by the time you do the conversion and you have to pay postage. I ordered a few things myself, including the Wargamers Unification mug, which was, I think it's like £12, which is pretty expensive, but then it's £4 postage. And I thought that's way too expensive. So what I wanted to do was change the prices, make them a bit more reasonable. Obviously, that affects my margin. So the what the hell is it called? Teespring. I can't even remember. Anyway, the company still get their profit exactly the same, but whatever I'm supposed to set my price, and then that's how much profit I make. So I thought that was just way too expensive. You know, cut down on their margin and just make them cheaper. So I thought, okay, I'll go in. That's it. Teespring. Thank you, Shadow Cat. I thought I'd go in and change the prices. Easy, yeah? Go in, edit, £12.99, £8.99. You can't actually go in and edit the price. I can go in, I can edit the title, the description, the name, the design, but I can't edit the price. So I have to basically upload a new one. So I have to upload a new design, a new listing. And I had 8 and 10 listings, and I just haven't got round to it. And that thing underneath the video with the t-shirts and stuff on, it was annoying me. It's like they're way too expensive. So in the end, I just took them off. So I've taken them off in readiness to eventually, when I actually get some time, to go in and change the prices. So yeah, so more to come on that. You may see that carousel thing come back up with the t-shirts back on. Hopefully they'll be a lot cheaper because I didn't sell any apart from to myself. which was quite good. So I actually made money on my sales. So I bought the T-shirt, not this one, the Necrons one, and that mug. Paid obviously full retail, and then I made some profit on it, which was a bit odd, but there you go. Okay, let's have a quick look at some of these comments, and then we'll go on to a hobby update. So we've got Dave Dodge, and he says, that's dangerous for Brexit if prices have to suddenly change and you can't do it online for your products. Yeah, that's true, actually. I never thought of that. Sorry, I'm late. No problem. You're here. Better late than never, as they say. Oh, wow. Thank you so much, Malaga. I can never say your channel name. Maps. Malaga War Games. I really appreciate that. I have just had no way. No way. Necrons! Okay, let's go back to the comments. That's it. I'm embarrassed. Okay, here we go. Oh no, I've just pressed something. What have I pressed? Okay, let's all just get drunk and go down to Ibiza. We should do. Okay, so time for a hobby update. I'm enjoying this. I hope you guys are. So, hobby update. First of all, let's talk about my box. So, I posted a picture on Facebook in the Wargamers Unification Facebook and on my Instagram. I have a box on my desk. Now, I don't actually know what's in there, believe it or not, but I half do. So, I believe the box is from Spellcrow, and I haven't opened it yet because I want to open it. I want to do a blind unboxing. Your box, make your own jokes, people. I want to do a blind unboxing of what's everything that's in there. You deserve it, man. If you come to the south of Spain, Malaga, or somewhere near, tell me, and we'll play some games. Excellent, we will, if I ever make it there. I have been to Spain once. I want to say Mallorca. It's a long time ago. I don't travel well. Anyway, the box. So yes, it's a spell delivery. They contacted me and said, basically, make a list of all the stuff that you think you might like to review on the channel, and I made a list, and I've got a box. So I don't know exactly what's in there. It's going to be fun opening it, and I'm sure it's from Spellcrow. The address label looked as if it probably was because it's from Poland. But yeah, that is coming up at some point. I'm telling you, Nick, Spain is very rich with Warhammer. It's everywhere. Here in Madrid, we got loads of games workshops and gaming clubs and gaming shops. I'm not surprised because if you look at Max's YouTube channel, which basically it's all in Spanish, it's really popular. He does his live shows and he gets loads and loads of views on there. So yeah, I'm not surprised by that. Okay, let's talk noise marines, shall we? I'm very pleased to say that I have achieved 1 hour of painting every day since the 1st of January using my double one ritual. It really works. It's really motivated me. And sometimes I'll just have to paint half an hour. I might do half an hour in the morning, maybe half an hour at night, but I'm getting that hour in. Sometimes I'll have to do a 3-hour painting session if I've missed a couple of days. But even with my mum in hospital and all the rest of it, I've managed to do that. So I'm really happy with that. It doesn't really matter how far I've got painting the noise marines. That's sort of irrelevant. For me, what counts is that I'm painting 1 hour every day, and they are coming along. So I've now finished painting the base coating the guitars, and I did go for multicolours. You might have seen a couple of posts on Instagram. So I've got a white, a purple, a black from Batman guitar, black, blue, the electric blue one. There's an orange one, and yellow. So I've got my Prince guitars in there. Pretty cool. They are bright, but Oh, there you go. So yeah, I've painted those, and now I've washed everything. So I've washed the gold, I've washed the silver, I've washed the bone, I've washed the skin colours, and I am now currently going in over the black, just painting basically right over the black, just cleaning stuff up. That's taken a long time. It took me an hour just to clean up 6 guys, and I've got 36 of them. So there's 6 hours there just doing the black. It's slow progress, but the good news is that the pink, once I've painted the pink's going to be a lot of work. I've got another base coat to do, and then I've got to wet blend them. When the pink's done, and then I've got the other massive task of edge highlighting all of the black, and I'm going to do 2 edge highlights. But once that's done, the pink and the black, they're pretty much finished. It's just the little fine details to be done. So yeah, I'm getting there with them. I'm happy with the progress, which is great. However, of course, the terrain square competition is now on, and I am going to be doing a Necron piece of terrain, of course. What other piece of terrain would I do? Yes, so I'm not going to reveal anything except Monday will be the video about my project. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I have gone for something a little bit simpler this time round because I do want to keep painting my Noise Marines. That bridge last year, yeah, I did that 6-foot bridge in 6 weeks, and that was a mission. And I had a lot more ideas actually than I actually achieved, but I'm very happy with it. The only thing is, I've only played on that bridge once in the whole year since last year. I've only played on it once. So I sort of did all that work for for one game. So I need to get it out a bit more. The reason why I think I don't get it out is I went through last year. I did a lot of tournament practice for the tournament I went to, and the bridge isn't really suited to like tournament games. So I need to get some more fun games, get that bridge down on the table. What's up with Skavens? No one on EOS. Don't know. What did you make of it? Ah, nondescript. Oh, that Spellcrow is your new sugar daddy. Yes. I'm painting some boys. First 10 of 30. Yes, Captain at Morgan's Wargames is painting his orcs, which once that's done, that's going to be fun because I do enjoy playing against orcs. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so next. I'm very happy to say that Necron Girl has been painting. How about that? So I was sitting there, I was painting my Noise Marines, and she got her models out, set it up, got some water and paint. Here's something I'm going to paint, Daddy. So okay then. So yeah, she's been painting. She's been painting her wash. She's been washing, sorry, the base coats, and then she's going to dry brush them up. I think she said she's going to highlight them. I said, well, you could either edge highlight them or you could dry brush them. Yeah, I think I'll dry brush them, Daddy. It sounds a lot easier. So she's going to dry brush them. Yeah, as I've said previously, you know, actual time to hobby with her hasn't been that fruitful, and we've been spending time doing other stuff like watching DC series, and I haven't been pushing her because I've wanted it to be all from her. So you know, I haven't like over encouraged her, and I think that's the way to go because with my son, I started my son when he was 7, and I got him into the hobby. I was the one who said, "Let's play a game," you know, and we played games and stuff, and we had a good time. But he went away from the hobby when he got older. I think he was about 12. He found Minecraft, and I don't know if sometimes I feel like maybe I pushed him a little bit too much. Possibly that maybe put him off, or if it was just one of those things, I don't know. I'm hoping he might go back to the hobby at some point because he's got a Space Marine army. So when it came to Necron Girl, I really let her dictate the pace and what she does. She was the one who started to ask about doing some models, and that's when I won that first Strike box set, and I thought that's a great place to start. But it's all been her. So all the painting sessions that she's done, it's because she said, "Let's do some painting, Daddy," rather than me saying, "Come on, let's do some painting." You know, and like, so yeah, that's good. So we are back, hopefully, because I love making those videos with her. So yeah, once we've got some more stuff done, we will hopefully have a video update. Okay, that is everything on my list. So we're going to go to the comments and check out a few comments here. Oh, she don't paint Necrons. No, she's called Necron Girl because she's in my videos going Necrons. Actually, I didn't call her Necron Girl. It was my subscribers that called her Necron Girl. Originally, when she was on the channel in the past, she has been on the channel a few times in the past, I called her Little Miss IDICBeer. My son was IDICBeer Jr. She was Little Miss IDICBeer. But it's now Necron Girl. But she doesn't play Necrons. She just shouts Necrons. She's my Necron mascot. Nice passing the hobby in the family. Yes, it's awesome. Necrons. Hell yeah, Minecraft. Really? To be fair, I don't play any games like that. Don't have enough time. Howdy doody. Hello, the hobby corner. Nice to see you here. At least you don't play orcs. What's wrong with orcs? Well, I suppose she'll have a lot more painting, wouldn't she? Although she could do the ghost orcs that Gork and Mork. I think that's how you say it. I always get struggled with that one. On his channel, he's got these ghost orcs. They look really cool and pretty easy to do. Hello, Necron Boy. Enjoyed this update so far. Thank you, Nerdopolis Prime. Warhammer TV just uploaded a Demonettes video. Yes, I saw that. And well, it's their second one, isn't it? Because they've already got a How to Paint Demonettes one, but this is, I think, it's like an easier one to do. I've already got my scheme locked down, so I know exactly how I'm going to paint mine when I get to them, which should be after the Noise Marines. I want 60. I've got, how many have I got? I don't know. I think I've got 20. I had 2 boxes. You get 10 in a box, don't you? So I must have 20. Frost and Frisk, great update, my man. Sorry to hear about your car. No problem, Ethos. These things happen, don't they? So yeah, I've got to paint my Demonette. I'm looking forward to that. How do we do when we play Necron and we play against 1,000 points of Eldar? Depends what have they got in their Eldar army. I always have to smile when I think about your daughter being as old as my sister, and I'm feeling freaking 40. Well, I am 47 this year, March the 25th, 47. Any other new semi-competitive list in the work since the points changes? I have to be honest, I haven't really had time to do it. To be fair, I do have my Seraptic list, which I'm going to be playing soon with Richard, so that'd be fun. No is the answer. I want to do some unusual lists where you know me. So there's definitely going to be a list on the cards with Praetorians and Lich Guards. I want to get those out on the table. Annihilation barges, I'll start getting those out. I want to start to use the units that I don't normally use. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be hopefully working on. Did you lend Capitan Morgan any of your Space Wolves? No, they were all his. Those ones. Anyway, my sister could be my daughter. 30 years of difference between brother and sister. The force is strong in my family's loins. Star Trek attack wing with me somewhere. Yes, definitely. Just need some time. Lich guards with shields are useless. That sounds like a challenge. I like that comment, because when someone says something like that, I say, no, they're not. Look at this. Okay, that's the challenge then. The challenge is on. Lich guard with shields. I'll make them work. Lich guards with shields are amazing. Exactly, Luke. So you get your, got an objective, pop off the stratagem, get an amazing save. Always bring them. I'm gonna use them, and Praetorians. I need to use some Praetorians as well. I bought a Doom Scythe earlier. Good choice. Have you? Well, you don't even need to magnetize it even now. But that portal, you don't have to glue it on. It just pushes in, so you can have both. I did magnetize mine, but that's mainly for the guns, because when I made my model, you had weapon destroyed results, and I was able to then take a gun off if I got a weapon destroyed, but that's all gone now. Good evening, Brabo Painter. Nice to see you. Fabius Bile is sewn done. Got to run, Nick. Okay, thank you for coming. 3+ invulnerable save, 6 equals extra mortal wounds, and mortal wounds in addition is great. Absolutely. Nick, I have to go. Okay, Max, thank you. Need to record some videos, I bet, before stream and our channels tonight. Keep creating awesome stuff. Thank you, good sir, appreciate that. Why do you bring a Doom Scythe? Bring a Knight of Shroud. Do you mean a Knight Shroud? Do you mean the Forge World thing? I'm painting 3 Doomsday Arcs and 1 Ghost Arc whilst you're talking. That's good going. What, finishing them? I need encouragement. This is tough. They are tough. Well, I say they are tough. I just dry brushed mine. All my Necrons are dry brushed. They're pretty easy. Spray them black, 2 coats of dry brush, and then I just go in and do some of the spot details, some gold, some silver, some gold, some green. Pretty easy. But if you're edge highlighting your Necrons, they are a pain. Okay, how long? What time is it? I have no idea. Okay, so 40 minutes. That's not bad. That's not bad. I was really nervous about going live, to be honest with you, but it's not been too bad. I've enjoyed it. Any tips on dry brush? I always find Necron compound is so chunky and hard to apply. I just use normal silvers rather than the actual dry brush paint. But yeah, the main tip is a large, soft brush, especially when you're doing tanks, like, there we go. That's my tank dry brush, so like that, it's really soft. Okay, so got a few conversations going on there. This is awesome. 37 people. Thank you, everyone. It's amazing. So obviously I've used Google Hangouts because I don't have, what's it called, OBS on my computer, because my computer's not great. I don't want to clog it up with programs. So it means that I can't do what a lot of people do when they go live, and that's like do like an announcement on your subscription feed. You know, when it comes up on your subscription feed that someone's going to go live like next week or whenever, I can't do that. So I'm going to have to, if I do this again in Google Hangouts, it seemed to work quite well, to be fair, then I'll just share it in the Unification Facebook group. Another plug, IDICBeer, a Unification Facebook group. Check that out, because I'll be posting in there if I do ever go live, and sometimes I actually go live in the Facebook group as well. I do at one point have a plan to live stream a battle report, and to make it more fun, I'm going to live stream a battle report and record the battle report for the channel. So you'll actually see us play the game, and then you'll see me do the clip holding the camera and actually sort of explaining what's going on. Could be fun, could be different. I did the same as you, Nick. I got a lady's makeup brush and cut it flat for my vehicle dry brush. Yeah, definitely. Soft is the way to go. I've done a full green tide. Awesome. Excellent. Okay, so Saturday night. You know, when I was married, what I did on a Saturday night is I had pizza and watched all of the what are they called, reality TV. So The Voice on. I'd be watching The Voice tonight. I did enjoy them, but I found you get in a routine, don't you? Especially if there's like two of you. It's like, okay, well, let's do that because we sort of both enjoy it. Now, on a Saturday night, my daughter is with her mother, and I'm free to do whatever I like. So, yeah, might do some more Saturday night live shows. How about that? At least you didn't watch Noel Edmonds' house party. Oh, yeah, well, sometimes, but it wasn't my favourite. I used to like all of the reality stuff. Big Brother, you're gonna you're gonna unsubscribe now. Big Brother, I used to love that. I used to love X Factor. I did. I'm sorry, I did. Britain's Got Talent and The Voice. I used to love them, but not now. Now I don't watch any of them. In actual fact, I hardly put the television on. Television only goes on if I'm watching Netflix. Any further thoughts on Star Trek Discovery? I did talk about that in my Q&A, which went up on Thursday. So yeah, check that out. But I'm enjoying it. It's not Star Trek, but I'm enjoying it. But there's a lot of things in that series which really isn't right. Yes. How do sexy peeps? Hello, Bazaar. How are you? How is Millie getting on with her army? Dan, still on my watch list. We haven't watched it yet. Discovery. You're joking. Question. Is it possible to use Imitech's My Will Be Done combined with the Lord's Will of a Stalker's Target Relay and popping Methodological Destruction, Necra Aurora Stacking? Okay, is it possible to use Imitech's My Will Be Done combined with Lord's Will, yes, of a Stalker's Target Relay, yes, and popping Methodological Destruction, yes? I believe so. I believe all yeses to all of those, I believe. Sounds cheesy, that though, doesn't it? Hello, Spect. How are you doing? Okay. Laugh out loud, thanks. Do you bring Nemesis and Obrion? Not yet. I haven't actually. No, I did. I have played Nemesis in the past, and I've played it once. I think that combo, but it's not my go-to thing. I do need to. Actually, that's one thing that the Best Necron HQ series of videos is doing, is making me want to play some of those characters. So yeah, actually, I've got the next Best HQ video. I haven't recorded it yet, but I've done all of the notes, all of the planning, and trying to find who it is. Where are you? Ah, excuse me. Right, I have my notes. So the next one is going to be Imatech versus Anrakya. How do you pronounce it, please, guys? I've got to make a video talking his name all the time. Anrakya. Anrakya? How do you pronounce that? I've got to make a video on it and I can't pronounce it. Anrak-Kur. Kier. Anrak-Kier? Yeah, he looks good, yeah. Anrak-Kier. Tell you what's really excellent, The Expanse on Netflix, which is moving to Amazon. I've heard of The Expanse, I haven't watched it though. Right, Anrak-Kier. 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 It's going to be a fun video, that, isn't it? Anrak-Kier. I'll tell you what I might do. I wonder if Games Workshop have a video, like a painting video, where they actually sort of say the name. I have to check that out. Like always with Star Trek, brilliance and crap going hand in hand and strangely forming something good. Expanse is epic. Sounds like I need to watch that. Annika Rice for sure. Well, number one rocks. Number one. Okay. So I think we are probably coming to the end of the chat. Let's just stay on for another 10 minutes, maybe. An hour. An hour seems about right, doesn't it, for a live show? What do you think? An hour? Jonathan Frakes. Yes, I've gotta love Jonathan Frakes. He's a good director actually as well. See, that's that film he directed. I really liked it. I think it's called Time Stoppers. That was a fun video. It's sort of a family video, but that was pretty cool. Right, just making sure that my settings are okay. How is the sound and video? Is it much lag? Clock Stoppers, yeah, that might be it. Yeah, he has made some good films. Yeah, that's what Shadowcat mentioned. Those episodes directed by him are good. Yes, yeah. In Discovery. When Nick reads your comment, your life is completed. You're happy. Thunderbirds. Star Trek First Contact. Yeah. Sound is good. Quality is good. Excellent. That is good. I'm just literally on my laptop, which is good. Talking of laptops, and this, my battery is no longer working. I need to get a new battery. I've got to have it continuously plugged in the mains now, and my headphone socket's broken. I'm having a bad. Well, February was a bad month. Plugged in my headphones one day, fine. Plugged them in the next day, broken. Headphones work in every other device I've got, but not this laptop. Hello all, and Nick. Did not know about the live stream. Nice. Well, that's okay, no problem. I shared it on my community tab and also in the Facebook group and on Instagram. But I appreciate, obviously, they don't always get seen by everyone. So, you know, yeah, if you want to keep up to date next time I go live, your best bet is probably just to head over to the Wargamers Unification Facebook group, because I'll post on there that I'm going to go live a good few days before. Bluetooth headphones might be in solution. Yes, I assume I've got Bluetooth on here somewhere. Sound card issue, possibly. Possibly. I mean, everything else is working okay. I've got sound, just the headphone socket. I do need to get another laptop at some point, more powerful one that I can do a bit more with it. Oh, Luke, thank you so much. See you next time, Nick. Necrons! See you later, Luke. Did my camera passed away, earphones gone, SD card cracked too. Oh no. And and you say it cracked, what, the actual SD memory cards, the plastic things cracked, yeah? For your laptop, check your drivers. Okay, I will. I said it was working one day, it was fine. Next day, not. So, night, Shadow Cat. See you later. We'll definitely get that attack wing game in at some point. I mean, the quality is good for a laptop. Yeah, fair play. As I said, if I do these more regular and they go well and I enjoy them and everyone enjoys them, then I will probably invest in like a better camera. I think they're not expensive. I think you get a good quality HD cam for about 40 quid. One of the better sort of vlogging things that people buy. So yeah, that'd be pretty good, just to increase things. Attack wing, damn you. Yeah, physically cracked. Okay, but I can. Yeah, if you message me, mate, because I am in the photographic business as a job, so I might be able to help you out with something. There's a shop near where I've called Model Junction that sells really good paintbrushes for pretty cheap. That's good. Yep, here Max Twin, but not showing. Well, I'm reading under my breath. Sorry, you can't hear me read under my breath. Yep, it's here Max 720, not 1080 HP, but when not showing off models, it's fine. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Probably a loss of people. Like when I watch a live show, I'm probably painting and stuff anyway. So, cheers, bud. I know Star Trek has done a tabletop game. Is there one for Star Trek? I don't think so. I don't think there is one. There's so many copyright issues as well, isn't there, with Star Trek? There's sort of they're all in each other's pockets, aren't they? I know that's one reason why this new Calvin timeline has been ditched, because they didn't make the films in enough time. So they signed a contract to make 3 movies, one movie every 3 years, and they had the full rights to the merchandise as long as they did that. And the second movie took 4 years to come out, and they lost the rights to the merchandise. And then because it was late, they didn't strike where the iron was hot, because the first film was quite popular. The second film just took too long to come out, so it flopped. And then they lost the merchandising rights, and then they produced the last film because they had the contract to. And then Chris Pine and everyone else who was promised a pay increase, when it came to re-signing for the fourth film, there wasn't any money. So they basically said you can't have a pay increase. So he said, I'm not doing it. And they lost a few other actors. And now, as far as I'm aware, the Calvin timeline films have finished. So there's going to be no more. What is your favourite Necron unit? Me, it's the Canoptic Spider. He is lime. Hello. Fix with vehicles and go away. What a gentle spider. Favourites? Necron units. So hard. My favourite Necron units. I'm smiling because destroyers are pretty awesome. Rolling those destroyer dice feels good. Um, but I don't think they're my favourite. Can I just say I love them all? That's fair, isn't it? I love them all equally. All of my Necron children. And the Chekhov actor died. Oh, that's, yeah, he did die as well. So that was another thing. The sprues for the HQs by themselves are really confusing. It made me cut one of the connections to the war scythes. Yeah, they can be a bit confusing. You have to go careful. And sometimes also when you're cutting them out of the sprue, they can bend. Yes, it's allowed. Good. That's good. Toonstalk is my favourite. And then Trazin the Infinite. Yeah, for some reason I never think of Forge World when I think of Necrons. For me, it's all about the Codex. Do you ever run 18 raids? Absolutely. And run 2 cryptics with Canoptic Cloaks? No, because I only have 1 Canoptic Cryptic at the moment. And as you run up the field, bring them back on a 4+. Can run your 5 Catan behind them. I have done a full assault list with 18 wraiths, and yeah, it's good fun. Good fun, except for when you come across the 1,000 Suns who take your invulnerable save away. Not happy. Destroy Lord is, yeah, Destroy Lord model. He's pretty cool. He's way too overpowered, really. Do you think there will be new Necron releases this year? I'd like to secretly think the Games Workshop sculptors, designers are actually making new, large, magnesized Necron Catans. Yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? I think that'd be a bit of a winner for them if they, even if it's just the Nightbringer and the Deceiver, new sculpts for them. I was thinking about this. If they did do that, let's just say they brought out a new Deceiver and a Nightbringer, big model. Would I buy them? Because obviously I've got those models, and you can only have 1 of each in the army. I think I would buy them, but that, to be honest, probably mainly because of the channel, because I feel like it would be good. I want to be the #1 Necron channel, so I better have these new Necron models and do unboxings and build them and paint them and play them. If it wasn't for the YouTube channel, probably I would just stick to what I've got, just use the models. But yeah, surely there's got to be some big star cards coming. Will Games Workshop ever make a Silent King? I wonder. Possibly, if they decide to give Necrons love, one day we might. You never know. Take care all, and I'll catch you all soon. Goodbye, Specs. Thank you for coming. Are the Scarabs useful? They are probably the most useful unit in the Codex. I pretty much would never have an army without Scarabs in it. So you want Scarabs. The bubble wrap. They're great to stop mortal wounds coming in. Great for first turn assaults to stop that. They're good for grabbing objectives. Yeah, always have Scarabs, always. And it doesn't matter what you have. You have what, 1 unit of 3 and 1 unit of 9. It doesn't really matter what you have. Just have Scarabs in your army. My army needs the biggest update, model, lore, and rule set wise. Models, Eldar, they need all those aspect warriors. They all need to be redone in plastic. Lore, I have no idea. Rules. Don't know. I'm an Necron fan from the first Codex, exactly like me. In the early 2000s, I didn't like the lore change. Nope, I didn't. And they did from recovering Catans as gods to the Necron killing and enslaving them. What are your thoughts on this? Yes. I haven't even read the new lore because my Necrons are the old lore. That's it. I prefer that. And I refuse to read the new fluff. My army is the old fluff. In my mind, it's the old fluff. So, yeah, I can understand why they did it to a certain degree. Obviously, trying to give the army more flavour, bringing in new units. But surely they could have done that and just kept the old fluff. Surely. We'd be nice next to the Primark, more new Catans. I have not seen my Neiman Russ return. No, or maybe one day for that too. Okay, so we have now run for pretty much exactly 1 hour. So I think I'm going to call that a success for my first live show. Thank you so much to everyone. I really, really appreciate you popping in and chatting. It's been awesome. And I will definitely be back at some point for another live show. Beam me up.